What's going on, guys? Giant Guy here. So a few days ago, the supposedly last DLC for Battlefield 4 Final Stand released on all platforms for Battlefield Premium members, and while everyone was on the hunt for the Phantom Program's new password, DICE has actually implemented a brand new patch across all the platforms. In this video, I will just be going over some of those changes done to the game and talk to you guys about how it has actually affected Battlefield 4 post-patch. But anyways, as with any of my patch notes video, I will just have a link in the description below for the full details, as I will not talk about all the things done to the game, but only the ones which really stands out to me the most and might actually interest you guys. So let's just hop right into the video, first talking about some of the general fixes done in this patch. DICE has added more advanced gameplay options for customizing the hit indicator. You can make it bigger, smaller, or if you want, you can have it thicker or thinner. This choice is yours, so you can do whatever you want to make it suit your own playstyle. And I'm just glad that DICE gave you some of these options in the game so you can tweak the HUD and just tweak everything about Battlefield 4. Another fix that DICE patched up in this video is a water splash effect on players who were shot after emerging from a dive underwater. I am personally very happy that DICE hopefully fixed this, because this little bug has gotten me killed multiple times since the launch. I couldn't see where I was aiming at even if I got out of the water because the bubbles were on my screen. It got very annoying, and it's just one of those moments in Battlefield where you're like, how did this game even fail me so hard? DICE also cleaned up the reticle icons and thickened the lines to make them read more clearly. This was definitely a needed improvement, because with the Final Stand DLC snow maps, we have a lot of white everywhere, and in the CTE it made it very difficult for you to aim down the sights because the reticle was so faded away. And now that the reticle should be a little bit more red and a little bit more thick, you shouldn't have too much of a hard time trying to shoot players which are against the white background. And lastly, DICE fixed an issue where players who left vehicles could kill teammates or themselves by launching the vehicle at them and exiting. So this means no more annoying trolls team killing you if you are just laying down. You will just be simply pushed around. So moving on, there has been lots of cleaning up to the collision models in Battlefield 4 done in this patch, especially on the maps Operation Locker, Siege of Shanghai, Propaganda, Lamthini Garden, and Sunken Dragon. So hopefully we will be seeing less and less invisible walls and random movements because you hit something invisible. And also with maps like Metro 2014, Operation Locker, Lamthini Garden, High End Resort, and Pro Market, during this patch they have had a lot of its annoying little exploitations patched up. Like for example, with the center area of Operation Locker, players used to be able to climb up to the second level balcony and have a huge advantage over their opponents. So that's patched up now, and again, it's very nice to see DICE finally patching up these annoying exploits which we've been basically seeing since the launch of the game. So that kind of took a while for them to fix it, but at least it's now fixed. Then moving on, let's talk about some weapon tweaks and some fixes done to them. Now these fixes were mainly focused on the flare and the IRNV scope, and nothing else that is really that important. So using the FLIR or the IRNV scope no longer cancels out the blinding effects of a flashbang. They also fixed the bug where you would sometimes lose the effect of these two scopes right after spawning in. And I personally think these two fixes are very important and very helpful to the guys that likes using these two scopes, which I am one of them. As you may or may not have noticed in my few recent videos, I have become a very big fan of these IRNV scopes, so I'm just very glad that DICE patched them up. Next, there is a long list of weapons that have had their animations fixed, from bugged out reloads to having grips installed on the wrong area of the gun. The list goes on and on, but I'm just overall glad that DICE is starting to make some of these changes, because all these random visual glitches actually takes you out of the experience of the game a lot. Almost wrapping up this video, there were a few platform specific fixes, and most importantly for the PS3 guys, In order for DICE to improve on performance on Lankang Dam in the Obliteration game mode, they have removed the attack boats and the jets, so maybe in the future DICE can just remove the jets and the AA from this map, because in my opinion those two vehicles actually really breaks this map, especially on the game mode Conquest. But my idea is not necessarily for DICE to improve performance, it's just for balancing reasons and just kind of fixing the map overall. And lastly, in this video, let's talk about some server-side fixes done during this patch. Now, firstly and lastly, apparently DICE fixed an issue where some users had problems with a battle log message stating you do not own this content. I swear if I see this stupid message again when I turn on Battlefield from battle log, I will just punch EA or DICE in the face for even making a browser launcher. In my opinion, they should have just stuck with how Battlefield Bad Company 2 was. You turned on your PC and you click the game to start, no going through the bullshit of your browser and taking forever to get into the game. Good thing you console guys don't have to deal with the frustrations of battle log, or else you guys will go nuts like me also. Anyways, that about wraps up this patch notes summary video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it and learned something useful. Again, the full patch notes are linked down in the description for you guys if you want to read them for yourselves. They are quite long. Also, feel free to hit that subscribe button. More interesting videos are coming out very soon, along with my very two big projects that I'm working on right now, and with my usual trailer breakdowns and my Battlefield news videos. Thanks for watching. Peace out, guys.